What team is playing these two teams that are on the screen right now? The Omaha Vipers and Akureyri Narwhals are up first in this one. So I think you'll have to wait for the next game, but that should be just a short bit away. Not seeing many of the teams representing yet here. I think we're going to get this one kicked off momentarily. Our experts have the Narwhals as the favorite. Lone James picking the Vipers. We'll see both these teams kind of been sliding a little bit. Yeah, get this one going. I think it'll be a really fun game. Narwhals offense hasn't quite been as dynamic, but that could change this game. But then again, the Vipers have a really good secondary as well. So maybe the Narwhals will rely more on running the ball. Tough to tell. Get it going. Saturday afternoon football. Right. David Ventu kicks this one away to Miracle Robinson Jr. Omaha, and they're going to start with the ball. And Miracle Robinson Jr. comes down with it. It was a tough throw. He is complete, though, from Avo upcoming. They run it with Thomas next play. And that picks up the first down for the Vipers. Upcoming is throwing it to Thomas quickly out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2 now. They tried to run for it there, and it's not going to get him the first. Matthew B. hauls him up before he can get to the line, but good blocking there will get them the first. Thomas running it a few times on this drive, has 3 yards there, or third carry there for a couple yards. And yeah, that was kind of a bad pass there. Looking for Lighthorn there. Dumps it off to Thomas on 2nd and 10. We'll get 7. That makes it 3rd and 3 for the Vipers, so they're able to convert their last 3rd down. This time they run it with Thomas, and he makes a man miss to get this first down. So Vipers putting a bit of a drive together here. In Narwhal territory at the 28. Upcoming's passing it again. Wide open. Does Lighthorn really get the block? No, but does get all the way down to about the 4-yard line. Good run after the catch from Uter Lighthorn. 1st and goal to go. See if the Narwhals defense can make a stand here. We're going to run with Thomas, and Thomas is going to, no doubt about it, touchdown for Omaha. They're going to strike first in this one on their first drive. Good run. Good, really balanced attack from this Vipers offense, but PAT is no good from Coleman. But nevertheless, it's Omaha up by 6 a few minutes into this first quarter. So Narwhal's defense not really looking great on that one. We'll see if anything changes here, and Leifson might have a return. Oh, looked to be like a really good return, and it was. It just did not quite go all the way, but Narwhals cut the field in half, start at midfield after that kickoff return from Leifson. Tucker gets rid of it before he throws, and Qureshi jukes out of bounds. It looked like he had nothing but space in front of him, but instead picks up 13, first down for the Narwhals. And intercepted. Eddie Money got one ticket to paradise there. It's an interception from the Omaha Vipers after the Narwhals looked like they were going to march right back down the field. So Omaha back on offense. And Upcoming looking like he wants to give the ball back. Risky throw, 2nd and 10. And there's a deep throw to Lighthorn, but it's broken up. Very odd, generally speaking. The one-on-one matchups really favor the receiver regardless of the defensive back's coverage ability. It's kind of mind-boggling, to be honest, but that's what you get, just like passes like that had no chance and weren't even the right pass regardless, but not sure if that's an awareness issue, a play timing issue, or just animation not lining up with what the end result's supposed to be. It's fairly confusing nonetheless. So the Narwhals back on offense. And Gonzo Leafson catches it across the middle. Ucker had to get rid of it. There was pressure coming on the blitz there. Didn't quite get to him in time. They pick up 15 in the first down. And Qureshi is close to a first. They don't give it to him. Maybe a questionable spot. I've seen a lot more generous spots than that, for sure. So, love to see the consistency there as Qureshi running for it again. Will not get it. Renault Sassy meets him right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and inches. And we're already to the end of the first quarter. Omaha did strike first quickly. Narwhals still looking to respond back, trying to recover after that opening drive INT. We'll see if they can put some points on the board. And that one is terribly dropped, as it should not have been, but that's what we're dealing with. So 4th and inches, Narwhals offense is going for it. They're staying out in the field. So Ucker to throw for it, and they do not get it. Maybe another drop there. Couldn't quite tell if that was deflected or not. So turnover on downs. Vipers get the ball back with really good starting field position at the 42. There's Bandera catch. Upcoming back to pass. Nothing doing there. Well covered by the Narwhals. See if they can get a 3rd down conversion here. They were not as good the last drive. He's bombing it deep. Narwhals pinch down. Coleman out to punt this one away for Omaha. Back on the return is Frost, but he's not going to have a chance. That's going out of bounds at the 15, 16-yard line. Burgess, what's going on, man? We are having Saturday football, and we'll probably send it over to PvE after these games are done, as they are having their World Series. The Narwhals face a 3rd down here. They have yet to score, of course, in this one. Ucker passing for it into a sea of white. Vipers all over that. And Narwhals going to have to punt it back to the Vipers. So kind of an exchange of punts and turnovers here lately after that Omaha opening touchdown. We'll see if Evo Upcoming and Popo Thomas, he was running pretty well there that last drive. They hadn't run it as much, or the first drive they scored, they ran a lot with Thomas. They haven't been running it as much with him since. And that's a pickup of 3 to make it 2nd and 7. Pitch out to Thomas. Makes one miss, gets close to the first, but 2 yards short. Even a 5. 3rd and 2. Hand off to Thomas, who cannot get the first down. Not quite have the wheels there to go the distance, and back and forth on the punting department now. That's a monster of a punt. Way through the back of the end zone. Not sure what constitutes that, but it happened. Touchback, and Narwhals take over at the 20. Reshi's going to run it, but not break past the edge. That's only a pickup of 3. Clock is winding down. We approach the 2-minute warning already. Tucker throwing it. Leifson coming down with a tough catch after the contact. Not that it probably matters either way. And that will get us to the 2-minute warning. Narwhals trying to put something together. They got a first down finally for the first time in a couple drives. Tucker throwing it, and a tough drop for the Narwhals. Had some space to work with potentially after the catch, but it's dropped, as we see so many times, incomplete. Tucker can't get it to Koresh. Maybe had a little too much heat on that pass. Dropped. 3rd and 10, and unfortunately we'll probably see a run here. Koresh followed up just past the line of scrimmage. Narwhals have to punt this one back. David Bent 2, more punts in this one than field goal attempts, that's for sure. Has not had a chance to put points on the board, and Narwhals offense looking stagnant at best. But lately the Vipers haven't been able to do much. Trying to make something happen is Thomas, but he's only going to get 3. That's going to make it 2nd and 7. So Vipers have been playing pretty clean football, no turnovers, but aside from their first drive, have not been nearly as effective. Art there on the catch, and that's going to be a hold. So back. Thought it might have been an offsides. The flag came out pretty quickly. All the way back to the 15-yard line. It's Thomas on the catch. Narwhals used their first time out of the half, so maybe they're trying to get the ball back before the end of the half and score before that end. But we'll see. A run from Thomas is going to get close, but not close enough. 2 yards short. Vipers gonna punt this one away. Frost will be able to return this one to about the 30, and I'd say they got one timeout. They'll probably use it poorly, but they probably need to get about 40 yards to get in a good field goal range, and they're going to get a good chunk with Koresh there and use their last timeout, confusingly. So that will give the Narwhals a fresh set of downs at the 40. Tucker is back to pass and hit as he throws. It's complete, does stop the clock though. Dang, we got a raid going on. We got WSFC TV. Who is that? Who is WS? I don't know this group here, but if you want to shout it out in the chat, it'd be much appreciated. Thanks for the raid, though. Might start a raid daisy chain as Ucker is passing it again. Incomplete. Does stop the clock, but you have to think they need to get about 15 more yards for a realistic field goal opportunity and a spike, because they got to stop the clock after. Ucker's just going to chuck it deep, though, and Leifson's going to catch it. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop the clock, though. And they will not. So they get close, but it is not going to be close enough. They can't get any points despite finally putting a drive together. So the Narwhals come up short at the end of the half. Vipers do kick it away to the Narwhals to start the second half. Gonzo Leafson to return this to about the 23. So Ucker was kind of getting some momentum going here. They line up in the weak eye, trying to do more of the same. The cornerback blitz, one of my least favorite plays, does not come back to bite the Vipers. Ball's incomplete. Second and 10. Ucker decided not to go deep. Maybe had some matchups there, but instead dumps it off to Sahil Qureshi for a pickup of 5. That is going to make it 3rd and 5. So passing it again are the Narwhals, but Qureshi is snuffed out. Emperor Fuyakage dropped well behind the line of scrimmage. Narwhals will have to pump this one away. And so DJ Murray returns it out to about the 31. That is going to give the Vipers a chance for their first offensive possession in this half, and that is well overthrown. Devo upcoming, not stringing much together here lately, aside from that first drive, and 2nd and 10. Upcoming. Dumps it off to Thomas, who can't get much going there. Both teams really trying to throw the ball to the running back and get them in some space, but been well tackled by the defense. Now wide open is Jamirico Robinson Jr., who gets the first down. Vipers at the 44. Now with trips right, it's upcoming to ham it off to Thomas, and Popo Thomas with a pickup of 2. 2nd and 8. And Noah Fark makes a man miss after the catch. It's all the way into Narwhal territory, down to the 33. The upcoming with a fresh set of downs to try to do some damage, throwing it into maybe triple coverage. That is not what you want to see. 480p. Who's streaming in 480p? I am? I hope not. Should be 720. Now with trips tight to the left after the hold. It's upcoming to throw it to Estrada. Oh, yeah, sometimes Twitch does convert, sometimes it doesn't. 3rd and 6, so I think the Vipers are in field goal range, but they're going to get more than that. That was Noah Fart with another catch this drive. He had the big one earlier. Gets him down to the 15. Thomas picks up 3. That's going to set up 2nd and 7, so the Vipers with a good possession here. Upcoming, throwing it into heavy coverage, heavy traffic. Incomplete, 3rd down. Vipers have been good on 3rd down this drive. See if they can convert. It's upcoming in the gun, looking to pass. He is, and that one had no chance whatsoever, as expected. So, on comes Caden Coleman to kick this one. He had to miss PAT, but this one is no doubt about it. 28-yarder is good. Omaha takes a 9-0 lead in a very low-scoring affair. So, the Narwhals on offense kind of had something going at the end of the first half, trying to get something going there. It's Gonzo coming down with the 50-50 ball, or rather the 80-20 ball, and they are quickly in Viper territory down to the 35. No good on that pass attempt. That was well covered by the Vipers, trying to clamp down here before the end of the quarter. So, on 3rd and 10 after 2 straight incompletions, looks like it's a Hail Mary formation. We'll see how that pays off for him. Ucker going to dump it off to Qureshi, who jukes and gets the first down. That's not an easy pickup, but Sahil Qureshi makes it happen. And we get to the end of the 4th quarter, or 3rd quarter, excuse me, 4th quarter upcoming. Let's get some 4s in chat, because it's definitely anyone's ball game, especially with this Narwhals drive we're seeing. So, yeah. Spam some 4s. Ryan Alexander Jr. on the catch. Will pick up 6. And Ucker just gets rid of that. Pressure was coming. Another 3rd down. So I'm guessing they'll kick the field goal if they don't pick this up. Would be the most logical thing to do. See what they do. Nearly throw an interception. There is a flag. Jonathan, check yourself. They will. Vipers will decline that. Make it 4th and 4, and the Narwhals special teams unit comes out to put some points on the board. It's David Bent 2. Missing. Wow, uncharacteristic miss for David Bent 2. He just hooked that one left. There's no wins today, so not a lot of excuse for that. We've seen a missed PAT and a missed field goal now, so Vipers get the ball back. Ahead by 9, trying to milk the clock and keep this 2-scored lead alive. It's Thomas with the run and weaving back to the first down line. Does not get there. Vipers face a 3rd down. Upcoming to a quick throw, and I think that was Jamirico Robinson Jr. It's without fail that 6'2" pretty much forces the QBs to throw it deep, which is counterintuitive, of course. Nonetheless, it's a Vipers punt. Frost. Get out to about the 32. The Narwhals need some points in a bad way. Start out with a modest gain of 5. From the pass, Ucker to Qureshi. Now in the weak eye, it's Ucker handing it off to Qureshi, who fumbles the ball, but Virginia Emmett heads up play to pick it up and actually net some positive yards. That's a normal football play. 3rd and 2. Emmett doesn't have a single catch. Only 1 target. That's not usually a recipe for success, but at Leafson with the catch in the worst way possible. The Narwhals needed that, and boy did they get it. Ucker to throw it. The cornerback blitz, of course, does not work. Leaves Leafson wide open. Another fresh set of downs for the Narwhals. And another cornerback blitz. Let's see how that pays off for him. It doesn't, if you can imagine that. And a pickup of 8 will make it 2nd and 2. Clock is ticking, though. We approach the 2-minute warning. I think the Narwhals are going to have one more play. They just get it off, and only for a sack to happen. Bottomus Botterman smashes Ucker. Not in the good way. 3rd and 9 for the Narwhals. There's a quick flag. I think it's a hold and an interception. I don't know how Eddie Money grabbed that, but he did. Vipers are going to decline it, and I think that might ice this game with the way it's going. Eddie Money's got 2 tickets to paradise, 2 INTs on the night. Great game for him. Upcoming to pass it. That is a bad pass. Not sure why you would pass it, especially when you're trying to milk the clock and force the Narwhals to burn timeouts, but they do that, and they're passing it again. This time, though, it's Gus Cerrone of all people. And I thought he was busy doing other shitty sim leagues. Anyway, gets the first down to the 31, and they're passing it some more. Why not? Stops the clock at 136. Narwhals have 2 timeouts and a 2-score deficit. Upcoming's going to throw it again. And throw an interception. Kind of an arm punt. It's Banjo Williamson on the INT. So the Narwhals, maybe with some fresh life, the Ucker to try to lead the comeback, and Leafson can't quite break away. Narwhals have had a couple plays that look like they could have gone the distance, but Vipers have played a very good bend but don't break game on defense. Now it's Ucker almost throwing another interception. Make it 2nd and 10. Ucker back to pass, throws it to Leafson, short of the first down, but does pick up 7, and Narwhals, unsurprisingly, used their last timeout in the least logical way possible. It's Ucker to throw it to Qureshi on 3rd down, and that's going to make it 4th and 5. So they're going for points because they need 10 to win it, 9 to tie it, and Vent 2 will do neither. It was a tough kick, but he just pushed it. Vent goes 0 for 2 on the night, and I think the Vipers will kneel this one out. Victory formation incoming for the Omaha Vipers as they pitch the shutout 9-0, kind of a baseball score, if you will, but we got baseball action coming up in a half hour. But before that, we'll move on to our next game following the clock striking 000. It is Kings and Nightmares, 2 hot teams going at it. Let's update the score here. So, Narwhals, 9 points in their last 2 games. Need to figure it out. We'll move on to Nightmares and Kings. This is going to be quite the game, I think. Could go a couple different ways. Hopefully, I didn't mess up the rosters. I've tended to do that. Barcelona. And Memphis. I think the other game, Memphis was complaining about not having home games, and so here they are at home. I'll just ping their team. Looks like the Nightmares have been pinged, so I'll just go ahead and set this one up. We are in Atlanta. It is a cloudy night game with a slight breeze. We have football. Williams and Flower. Williams given the nod to start, and we got Memphis as the favorite. Surprisingly, I'm not sure if I buy that, but Kings are the favorite, but it's very, very close. Got a lot of people representing both teams, it seems. I know Coulter Seth is in here, and Matty D Weeks, of course. So I think we'll just get this one underway. I saw XD trip earlier. Will Perbeau, he's at the wide receiver 1 spot. So time to show out. The Nightmares have been on a tear. Let's see if they can continue that. I kind of lean Nightmares in this one, but the last 2 wins for the Kings have been arguably just as impressive. Yeah, Hato's come up pretty big for the Nightmares early on in the season. Honestly, the last few games, they haven't needed Hato as much, but there were about 2 or 3 wins that Hato pretty much won for the Nightmares. And they will start on offense, this Barcelona team. Grayson Gambler with the fullback dive. Look at that speed. Yeah, it's all about speed. Speed kills. There's really, it really, doesn't, other attributes don't really matter that much. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have 99 catch or 55 catch. If the game wants you to drop the ball, you're going to drop the ball. There's a quick flag. I think that's offsides, but Rodriguez Jr. is going to get a big pickup, and the offsides from Roy Byleth will be declined. The Nightmares putting quite the opening drive together. We saw last game the Vipers' opening drive pretty much propel them to a victory. There we see some absolute nonsense going on the field. Ball falls incomplete, and that'll make it second down. Hand off to Peterson, who's been a good running back for this Nightmares offense, and was remind everyone that he was the second to last pick taken in the draft for the Dev League draft. That time, it's a wide open miss that makes me die a little bit inside when I see that happen, because it happens too much. And the Nightmares stall out on third down. Otto's kick is good, though, so they do claim some points on that drive. They will take the lead early in this one. They strike first 3-0 over the Kings. Kings get the ball back. Luke Rogers gets to about the 25. And it's going to be a matter of if this offensive line can stand up to the defensive line of the Nightmares. It's Flower pitching out quickly to Frosty in the shotgun. Shotgun run plays don't always work the best. That time it didn't do too bad. Pick up a 6, 2nd and 4. I hate the 5-3, and that's what the Nightmares are coming in, and they do not stop at a first down. Frosty with another carry, pick up of another 6 yards. Kings with the fullback dive, quite sneaky. That will get them close to the first down, 2nd and inches. 6-2 coming in. This is going to be a run from Frosty, who gets close to the first down marker, and they give it to him. They count it for a tackle for a loss in the celebration, so, just more conflicting information. That's fine. Fresh set of downs for the Kings. It's Frosty to run it again. He's been given the rock quite a bit. I don't think they've passed it once. I think we've seen 4 Troy Frosty carries and 1 Luis Saper carry. This time they run it again. It's Frosty getting a couple. We'll see if that's going to force the Kings to pass the ball or not on third down. This is like the worst formation to defend the pass out of, but it is dropped, and the quarterback didn't find the proper receiver, so it does not matter. Kings will punt this one away. Manel Ardelion will try to pin him deep. Ardelion punts it, and Boris Polychronidis to return it at the 10. Down to the 13. I don't know if the Nightmares defense held or if the AI just did what the AI does. And Will Perbeau catches it in traffic. Difficult catch. And just more of the same here. Play action and wide open and scramble. There's a flag. I think that's going to be yep, it's an offsides from Roy Byleth, who had one earlier. This one is declined. The previous one was, and that'll make it 1st and 10. Williams to pass this one, looking deep, and Furtado with the catch. Touchdown Nightmares, and they go up by 2 scores there. Defender had no chances. Usually those plays favor the offense. Otto tacks on the PAT to make it 10-0. Kings down by 10 really early in this one. It's near the end of the first quarter. Luke Rogers to return this one. Kings offense back on the field at the 23-yard line. They had an okay looking drive to start, but it stalled out on 3rd down, as Kings have tended to do. Flower looking for Rogers. That one is dropped of all drops, but I'm sure he'll catch a triple coverage pass because logic. So 2nd and 10. Flower gets it to Luke Rogers across the middle, who is hit hard. Does get the 1st down and then a little extra. Pick up a 13. In the strong eye, it's Flower. Just gets rid of it to line Nikita. Pressure was coming, and I think that's the end of the first quarter. Memphis in their home field, down by 10. Do have the ball at their own 45, though, facing a 2nd and short yardage situation. What's interesting is they haven't been running the ball as much this drive. They've been passing it more. And then they go to the run. Luis Saper with a shifty fullback dive. Picks up about 10. Gets 1st down. Flower just gets rid of it, and hit as he throws. Makes the ball go off target, 2nd and 10. Hand it off to Frosty, who gets about 6. Roy Frosty, good run there. See if the Kings can convert on this 3rd down. They've been able to do so once earlier. You have to think they need this one. Flower to throw it. Nikita comes down with it. Oh, the coverage does not matter because it never does. It was Keegan Furtado. Keegan Furtado got the touchdown. They try the fullback dive, but it's Garrett Thompson. I think Socatre, is that your player? With the tackle for loss. And Flower just gets rid of it. Luke Rogers gets close to the 1st down, but it is short. Not really certain about that, but is what it is. 3rd and inches. Flower will quick throw. Rogers comes down with it somehow, but will drop an easy one. We'll make it 1st and goal. Hand off to Frosty, who jukes it outside, gets close to a touchdown, but is 2 yards short, 2nd and goal. Hand off to Frosty, who gets the touchdown. That was a close one, but the Kings score, break the goose egg, and they are down by only 4. PAT is no good. Yeah, no, Noisy Boy, you're playing. You're the cornerback too. Oh. I don't know what your jersey number is off the top of my head, but probably just look for one of the cornerbacks on the right or left side of the screen there. 81. All right, look for 81 then. Williams is back to pass, and Peterson somehow comes down with it in triple coverage, and there's a face mask that'll tack on 5 yards there. Not sure how that pass is caught, but I'm sure stranger things have happened. Not an Axis. Peterson runs it for 8, and that will get him down to the 40. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Intonian selected was, so I just do what the export gives me. First and 10. It's Williams, back to pass. One-on-one matchup, and Keegan Furtado has their second touchdown of the game. Again, the one-on-one matchup not favoring the defense. Barcelona up by 11 after that Hato PAT, and they are looking really good on offense so far. They started out strong on defense to start the season, and their offense was kind of shaky, and now it's really flipped around. In the weak eye, it's Harold Flower. Has to get rid of it, and Luke Rogers somehow comes down with it. Flower to pass it again and fumbles it because he held onto the ball too long. Little Mac recovers the football. Barcelona Nightmares football at the 42. In the eye, it's Williams with all day to throw. Gets it to Hollis, Clay Hollis. I think that's his first catch ever in the Dev League. Fairly new acquisition for the Nightmares. We'll get the ball all the way down to the 8-yard line. First and goal to go. Overthrown. There's a late flag. It's a hold, so that will get accepted. Not sure how that play gets called, but it is called nonetheless, so set them back to the 18. Williams to throw it, and Jackson Rodriguez Jr. to catch it. So the hold actually helps them because usually it's a black hole once you're inside the 10-yard line. Nightmares starting to really pull away. They are up by 18. Kings have 3 timeouts, so they could score before the end of the half. They've strung a little bit together. See if they can keep something going here. That fumble was pretty costly. It'll be Flower to pass it. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Flower, quick throw again to Joey Din. First catch of the night for Joey Din. Picks up 3. 3rd down, and they'll probably just run this one out. What do you want to edit your player to do? What appearance would you like to change? I mean, you can edit it pretty quickly right now, but it's not going to change it until I run the next update Tuesday. I mean, you're on the 2nd lightest skin tone possible. But if you want to change that, it's changeable. The Kings on their first offensive possession at the 2nd half. Don't get anything going. Give the ball back to the Nightmares for cooking. I'll have to check. It looks like you do, but I don't have as much control as you think. And Keegan Furtado has his 3rd touchdown of the game. Barcelona winning in emphatic fashion. They were up by 25 over the Memphis Kings. Yeah, your player has arm sleeves. That's what is set up. Oh, your player just missed that tackle there. Oh, he's playing. If you go to your locker room under the schedule tab, there is the schedule and standings there. That's where you can find it. Lauer is sacked. That is Wilfrith of Langwald, son of Ekric the Collier's first sack of the night, I believe. Unless he had the strip sack earlier, I couldn't tell. So, set them back, 3rd and long, drop pass because you love to see it. Make it 4th and 17. And that ball will not get returned for whatever reason. Rolls all the way inside the 15-yard line. I haven't considered Hato for MVP. You know, MVP's a tough award to give out. The offsides negates the play. It'll make it 1st and 5 for the Nightmares. Peterson runs it close to the 1st down. They give it to him for some reason. So fresh set of downs for the Nightmares. There's a big pass from Williams to Clay Hollis. Hollis has had another big reception earlier. I think that's the 2nd catch of the game. Definitely is. Averaging almost 40 yards a catch. That's good business to be in. Nightmares putting another drive together. They are absolutely getting away with whatever they want, including intentional grounding, but I don't know if you can see that in the portal. I can, because I have certain functionality, but I don't know if you can see that. So the touchdown catch, which was caught in double coverage by somebody with 60-some catch, is negated. Make it 3rd and 13. There's a late flag on that one. I think it's going to be another hold. And so it will be Otto on to kick a 50-yarder. This is it. This is for MVP right now. Otto's kick is up and good. There you go. Otto MVP confirmed. And so, the Kings trying to get some more points up on the board. Have not been able to do much. Luis Saper with the catch and the spin move gets them their first down in a minute. No, we don't do 4. Flower, too frosty on the misdirection. Not much going there. Not much really going at all for this Kings offense. Or defense for that matter, but it's kind of tough when you cover well and they catch it anyway. Oh yeah, that's a barn burner. Out. Quick throw. Bad throw. Logical throw is incomplete, and the Kings, accepting their fate, will punt this one away. Polychronidus returns it to about the 20. The Nightmares looking to add even more points. They haven't been running it with Peterson as much, but maybe that'll change here. Instead, it's the fullback dive from Gambla, and that picks up a few. Peterson met. Maybe that's why they're not running it with him very much. Averaging just over 4 yards a carry. He'll pass it again. And wide open is Prevost underneath, who gets the first down. Nightmares are just going to milk this clock the best they can. Peterson with the handoff. Make it 2nd and 5. Wide open is Prevost. Moves the sticks. Keeps the clock ticking. So with this, the Barcelona Knight and the Narwhals lose last game, of course. And with this game here, they're going to be 2 games ahead. The Nightmares will, as they look to have a win. In this one, Kings will drop a game, then fall to 2 and 7, so it's very close at the top. But Barcelona's starting to pull away. Narwhals at 5 and 4. Vipers with the win earlier go to 4 and 5. So it is shaking out as we are in our 9th game of the season. So playoff picture kind of starting to unfold for the league, and that includes the Dev League. Memphis without any timeouts here. Peterson cannot get the first down, though, on 3rd down, so I think they're going to line up for a field goal. So Otto trying to cement their MVP stock. Line up for a field goal. They'll kick it at the last second here, as Barcelona will likely go up by more than 6 times the Memphis score, and the kick is good. $30 left, no timeouts for the Kings. We'll see what they can salvage from this offense. Because that league is garbage, that's why. Flower back to pass. Gets it to Frosty and gets out of bounds, but there's 20. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Get a better league first. Face mask tacks on a few more yards, and stops the clock, but I don't know if Memphis is going to be able to do much here. They have no timeouts. Maybe only 1 or 2 plays left. Nearly gets sacked. It's in on the catch. I don't think they'll have enough time to line back up. And so that is your final 37-6. Barcelona. And with that, we are going to do a quick raid on the PBE, who's having their World Series.